Welcome to Shop Tour Reviews. A little bit different video today. Today we're talking about a little bit of security and talking about dash cameras. Now, whether you're in your personal vehicle or whether you're in your work vehicle, one thing's for sure, insurance don't get any cheaper. We're starting to see a larger scale of just corruption on the highways, whether that be people brake checking or backing into people or just things happening in a parking lot. So something like a dash cam, especially when you can have high definition cameras on the front, on the back, and even inside the cabin, could really save you a lot of money as well as make you safer. Now, something pretty cool about the F17 Elite is, number one, you're gonna have 3 cameras. You've got 2 Starvis 2 chips from Sony, and that's gonna make this quality excellent. Also, there's 3 cameras. You have a forward-facing camera, you have a rear-facing camera, as well as an in-cabin camera, as well. And you're gonna have 4K out front, you're gonna have 2.5K out back, and 1080p on the inside. So high definition all the way around, and you can scale down to do 2.5K on the front side, save a little file space, 2.5K out back, and again, the 1080 here in the cabin. All great color, all high definition, as well as you're gonna get the sound as well. Now, the sound is not gonna be good, obviously, on a mic on something like this versus like what I'm shooting on my iPhone right now, but still you can definitely, pick up whatever's happening inside the cabin. And by the way, doesn't matter whether it's dark of night or in the daytime, these cameras are going to pick up very, very well and be able to catch the detail. Got my dog here in the middle seat. You can see her just kind of chilling. We're in a dark parking lot, but it's still picking up very well. Do not have any lights on inside the cabin of this vehicle, only the instrument panel lights, and that is it. Here, we can take a look here. And this is daytime driving. You get a nice clear picture out front and out back, as well as here in the cabin. And this is the audio as far as the mic picks up inside. So if the audio just changed, we're actually using the audio of the camera. Probably not the greatest, but it still seems to pick up everything that's going on, at least inside the vehicle. But as far as exterior noises, that's really going to be dependent upon how well your car insulates the noise from the outside to the end. So nothing to do with RedTiger on that one, unless you had an external microphone you wanted to pick up from there. But anyway, just wanted to show you the audio and obviously daytime driving conditions as well. As opposed to this would be my iPhone microphone, so probably a little bit better, but I think the RedTiger does a decent job with picking up the sounds. RedTiger, iPhone. RedTiger, iPhone. RedTiger, iPhone. Let's dive into this dash cam really quick. This is the F17 Elite from RedTiger. And one of the things that really interests me right off the bat, if you'll notice, in fact, they've got it right here on the box, and they should. One of the things on this camera, number one, 4K. We have a forward-facing camera that's going to be the main body as well and screen. Then we also have a rear-facing camera also, so 2 separate cameras. Both of them are using the Sony Starvis 2. So you're going to get really, really good quality on the camera as well as the sensors on this thing. And that's one thing they're bragging about, and they should. So they've spent the money to use the Sony products, but this is the RedTiger F17 Elite. Let's take a quick look at what we get in the box, and then we'll go ahead and actually see the performance of this. We actually have 3 cameras. We have 2 on the main body here. So this is going to be the screen. We'll show that lit up here in a few moments. And this is the front-facing camera that's going to shoot out the windshield. This is going to be rear-facing as far as the drivers compare. So you're in an SUV, you can actually look at the kids in the back, the dog in the back, groceries in the back, whatever you're trying to keep an eye on. That's what this little kind of gimbalized camera here, this kind of ball socket camera, you can actually aim that to see what's behind you, not necessarily the vehicles behind you in the road, but the actual people, products, things like that behind you. Maybe even a work van. You can kind of check out what's behind you when you're driving down the road. Also comes with a micro SD card already in here. I believe 128 gigabytes. Yep, 128 gigabyte SD card. And then here's going to be your instructions. And then this is going to be the installation kit with everything to install this, from the wiring to mounting pads, you name it, are in this kit. Even little helper tools here to kind of tuck everything out of the way. It comes with a cigarette lighter adapter, or kind of an auxiliary plug for 12 volts. And then also it comes with, this is going to be your cord that runs from the front camera all the way back to the back camera. Now you can see here the camera is blacked out. And one thing I like about that is, I believe any screen, whether that be the screen on the dashboard of a vehicle or the larger, the display of the actual gauges, everything else, I believe that's a hindrance to the driver. Same way with any kind of digital displays up here. I just think it detracts from distracts from your driving. So I do like the fact that when you turn this on, obviously it's going to be full color, it's going to be lit up, you're going to be able to see everything. But then after a few seconds, maybe a minute or so, that goes black. So when you're driving down the road, even though it's recording, this is not lit up and you're not seeing all these different screens, which, by the way, I can cycle through these screens here. Right here from the screen, there's the rear camera, and then here's a synopsis of all three. So this is out front. This one here is the in cabin, obviously, and this one here is looking out back. So you can have a display where you see all those, but again, as far as driving goes, I don't want to see any of that stuff. So I want that blacked out so it's not a distraction to me, to my wife, to my children, whoever may be driving this vehicle to the worker. If this is a work van or a work truck, I want that to be as much out of the way as possible. And so I do like the fact that it's not too long and that one will go black and not be a distraction anymore. So there you have it. It went away. It looked like it probably lasted about a minute after I stopped touching it, and then it goes black. And now all you see is a small blue blinking light, which is not a distraction when I'm looking forward, when I'm looking out the windshield. That's not bothering me at all like a color screen would be. Now, as I mentioned, you see the touch screen here. We can go into settings, and we can easily just flip through here. And so you see how responsive it is to the screens. I can go into Wi-Fi and connect. By the way, with the Wi-Fi at 5G, you get like 30 megabytes per second of download speed. So downloading those videos don't take long at all. I can adjust volume, just about everything, or really everything on this camera. You can also do a camera flip. So when you put these cameras in, if some way they're upside down, or however you have to mount them, they're upside down, sideways, you can do a horizontal flip or a vertical flip right there inside the camera. And again, most of this stuff you can also do through the app as well. So if I go into resolution, this is where I was saying you can have it at 4K, inside cam at 1080, rear cam at 2.5, or go 2.5K out front, 1080p on the inside, and 2.5K in the rear. And by the way, you have buttons down here as well that go with each one of these. So I can say, okay, I can back out of here, back out of there, and go back to the home screen. And one of the cool things about this is when you go into the album, you will see the name of the file, which will have like the date and the time stamp and everything, but then it'll be _I_F_R, which is front, inside, or rear camera. So you always see the file names. There'll be 3 with each one of the files, and you'll know it's the front, the rear, and the inside on the file names. Now, what the camera is going to do out of the box is basically record in 1-minute loops. And you can absolutely change that, whether that be on the screen of the camera itself or in the app. So just about anything you can do actually on the dash cam, which you can. It's got a really slick touch screen. It's about as slick as using your phone, swiping, touching, everything else. But again, even in the app, you can do about everything as well, like camera settings, setting the time loop. So I went ahead and changed for this review, just do a 5-minute loop, so I'd have less clips to actually filter through. So we're going to have a lot of the clips in here that are, part of this review that we're actually seeing through the inside camera of the car here, or obviously out front and out back as well, to see, do we have halos around the lights, as well as can we see, tags and license plates and that sort of thing. I've been very happy with the performance of the camera itself, and I think the quality is very good, and I think it's definitely, because of those Sony Starvis 2 chips, just getting excellent quality, and you know, they already know what they're doing, so that's great. I'm running up on this tractor trailer right here. We can see the detail and pick up the colors as well as the clarity of the numbers and digits as well. So if you're interested, we'll have a link in the description. Looks like you can get the RedTiger Elite 3-channel dash cam on Amazon for about 250 bucks right now. So it comes with, again, the rear-facing camera, the front-facing camera, and the in-cabin camera, if you will. It also comes with the cord to connect the rear camera. Very easy install. Basically a USB Type-C that powers it, and a USB Type-C that runs from the front camera all the way back to the rear camera, wherever you're mounting that. As far as powering the USB Type-C cable that goes to the main camera, you can tap into the fuse panel with basically these fuse taps that are included in the installation kit. So again, 250 bucks, you're all in. Pretty good deal. Hey, check it out for yourself. Also, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, give us a thumbs down. But let us know in the comments why. Have a great day. Keep smiling.